Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, August 11th, 2022. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, continues to encourage the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, as well as non-nationals on the island, to invest in owning a home in Nevis. Making remarks at his July 28th press conference, Premier Brantley noted that a home is the most significant investment most persons can make.
I am reminding our people as well that private lands are available for sale on the island, and that we have made it as convenient as possible because we have adjusted in terms of you buying a home in terms of not paying any alien landholding license fee if you are a non-national. So we are trying to make it as affordable as we can. We've also, of course, put policies in place as part of our response to COVID, which we are now extended to the end of this year, that we have removed the relevant taxes on building materials to make construction a bit more affordable. And so we are seeking to work with our people to secure housing, because housing is a critical need here on the island. And we encourage you to continue with that mindset that it is better to pay a mortgage than to pay rent. I like that very much. And when I hear that from young people, I am very much encouraged.
Premier Brantley also noted that his government is proud of the housing revolution that is happening on the island of Nevis.
For the very first time in the history of our island, we have housing developments happening simultaneously at Garner's, Madden's, Nisbet Settlement, Prospect, Craddock Road, Hamilton, and Rice's. That is unprecedented. And yet when we go around and we talk to constituents and we talk to the residents here on the island of Nevis, we hear the constant demand for more housing. Many of our young people are saying, I'm tired of paying rent. I'm paying $1,500, $1,700 a month for rent. I prefer to pay a mortgage. And I agree with them. The difficulty has been that the demand is vastly, vastly more than the supply. For example, I'm told that when we opened one of the recent developments, I believe the one here at Hamilton, we had, I think, just about 14 available lots, and there were over 50 applications for those lots. And so I'm asking our people to bear with us.
Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The only answer to escalating food prices is to grow more of what we eat, so notes Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley, who says the Nevis Island administration has been trying to respond to the increasing cost of food items.
Our response was significantly skewed towards agriculture and food security. That is why we gave out free fencing wire. We prepared lands for farming for free. We provided free seeds and seedlings and fertilizer, free water. We extended this not only to traditional farmers, registered farmers, but also to backyard farmers. And I continue to applaud our farmers, again under the leadership of Alexis Jeffers, because one of the things he would have done is distributed free shade houses, I believe some 6 of them, valued at over $60,000 each, to farmers in Nevis to expand their production. We are seeing more and more youngsters, university-educated youngsters, getting involved in farming but using technology. I would want to continue to encourage that. I also want to continue to encourage our people to buy local, to buy from our farmers, because it's one thing to ask our farmers to produce, but it makes it a sense if they do so, and then our people still prefer to buy imported food when they don't know where that imported food comes from or how it was grown.
Premier Brantley appeals to residents to support and encourage the local farming community.
We see now some of our farmers who are packaging and offering their produce to the supermarkets and on the supermarket shelves. I'm asking our people again, instead of the imported fish, buy fish locally. Instead of the imported mutton and pork and beef, buy that locally. Our abattoir is doing an excellent job in providing choice cuts of meat that you can purchase. They're also providing things like smoked chicken, hams, and various forms of processed meats that you can purchase. My government has sought to respond to the rising cost of food by offering to remove all taxes, import duties, whatever they may be. And it came as an eye-opener to me when the main supermarkets and I met, main supermarket proprietors and I met, and they were to advise that whilst those initiatives sounded good and perhaps would make a minimal difference, that in truth, their main difficulty was that every week they ordered supplies, the prices were going up. So food pricing escalating is not just here but across the world. Again, when these things happen, we must turn to ourselves. We must be more resilient, and we must seek to eat what we grow and grow more of what we eat.
Personnel from the Forensic Department of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force recently underwent specialized training in forensic anthropology and underwater drones operations. The compact workshop was held from July 26th to 29th at the Forensic Department's lab in St. Kitts. It was facilitated by Dr. Matthew Brown, forensic anthropology, human osteology, and archaeology expert, and Dr. Corey Look, an expert in the field of forensic science and digital archaeology. Andre Mitchell, Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the Crime Directorate, says he is satisfied that the two courses will add value to the strategy of using science and forensics in criminal investigations. The police force will be in a better position to deal with the aspects of criminology and criminality, which are constantly evolving. At the closing ceremony, ACP Mitchell congratulated the participants on completing the courses and advised them to take the training and their new knowledge seriously and to apply it with integrity. Director of the Forensic Department, Latoya Lake Marshall, shared her desire for St. Kitts and Nevis to be the leader in the Caribbean when it comes to scientific investigation and creating positive change, hence the reason for selecting the theme, Detection with a Passion. Still to come, CARICOM looks forward to the continued contribution of St. Kitts and Nevis in the advancement of regional integration. The details when we return.
Have you signed up for the Nevis Water Department's new ePay platform? It's an easy, safe, and secure process. Here's how to sign up. Have your water bill handy and log on to epay.neviswaterdepartment.com using your mobile phone, tablet, or desktop, and the rest of the process is easy to follow. It can also be accessed by going to our website at www.neviswaterdepartment.com and clicking on Pay Your Bill. Once you have completed the process and your account is activated, the app allows you to make payments directly to Nevis Water Department, get access to your account balance, have access to your payment history, and interact with our customer service department through the help desk feature. Yes, it's that simple. So don't wait. Sign up all of your accounts today. And remember, we at the Nevis Water Department are here to bring you, our valued customers, exceptional service.
Welcome back. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, has issued an invitation to the general public to attend the swearing-in ceremony of his cabinet. The ceremony, which will take place at 4 p.m. on Saturday, August 13th at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, will see the assignment of ministerial portfolios to elected representatives Dr. Terence Drew, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, Marsha Henderson, Convis Maynard, Samuel Duggins, and Dr. Denzel Douglas. Meantime, Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett, has communicated congratulations to the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew on his party's victory at the polls and his election as Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. She notes that on the conclusion of the elections, the CARICOM Election Observer Mission issued a statement noting that voters were able to cast their ballots without intimidation or fear. The success of the election is an affirmation of the strong commitment of the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to the principles of democracy. Dr. Barnett says the Caribbean community looks forward to the continued contribution of St. Kitts and Nevis in the advancement of regional integration under the guidance of Prime Minister Drew. In this regard, in the CARICOM Quasi-Cabinet, Prime Minister Drew will also assume the role of lead head with responsibility for issues pertaining to human resource development, health and HIV/AIDS. Dr. Barnett says her team stands ready to support the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis in any way possible, as together they strive towards the achievement of a community for all. The CARICOM Secretary General says she welcomes an opportunity to meet with Prime Minister Drew and his cabinet at a convenient time in the coming weeks to brief them on CARICOM affairs. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.